And the thing is, we've been talking about how average Manchester United are. And Tottenham, there was no difference between these two sides. So guess what? Tottenham's average at best.
Is it fair to say that this game was average at best? There wasn't a lot of quality on show.
Yes, it is. But if you're Manchester United and Manchester United fan, you look at the first 30 minutes and you say, hey, wait a minute. Why haven't we been able to do this consistently, where we are taking pressure onto the other side of the field, where we're recovering possession in the attacking half, where our two center midfielders in McTominay and Fred are playing well, McTominay in particular, and Fred, who played a whole lot better than you would have expected him to do in this sort of moment. You saw a Manchester United team that was progressive, that attacked, that created opportunities. Individual performance from Marcus Rashford, who not only scored the 2 goals, but had a couple of chances in the first half with a couple of long-distance shots and was active and moving with and without the ball. You saw overlapping runs on the outside, and you're thinking, wait a minute.
Hold on, they weren't that good.
Well,
Is this the same team you're talking about?
I'm just saying, first 30 minutes. First 30 minutes. First 30 minutes. I didn't say the whole game.
All right, okay.
I said the first 30 minutes. Were they not good in the first 30 minutes?
They never created a clear chance.
What do you mean? They hit the post. Marcus Rashford had forced Gazaniga into a save. There was a kick save off of Greenwood as well.
Kick save, yes. I'll give you that.
Okay. Well, how many more chances do you want in 30 minutes?
One.
What? Did they not hit the post? Was there not a save by Gazaniga?
I'm sure. Listen, they were okay. They weren't that good.
Okay. What's the standard for Manchester United coming into this game? Very low, right?
Well, it was very low.
Okay, and so, well, it was better than that, wasn't it?
All right, I'll give you that. But,
Okay,
but
right.
you made them sound like Real Madrid at
The first 30 minutes, they were very good. They were very good, to the point to where Spurs did not really have a touch and inside the 18-yard box up until Dele Alli did what he did. I just thought Manchester United today, at the very least, were competitive. They show some intensity, some urgency, and regardless of what Stevie say, their first 30 minutes were very good.
Stuart Robson, what did you make of it?
Well, I'll go along with Ali in terms of the two players he mentioned, McTominay and Fred, because Spurs played a strange sort of formation. We always talked about Mourinho when he was at Manchester United, when he's been elsewhere. He wants these wide players to tuck in and get back, almost be like second fullbacks at times. Today, he allowed Song to play high and wide on the left-hand side. He allowed Lucas Moura to play high and wide, Dele Alli to make forward runs, Harry Kane to be up there as well. And when they lost possession, they were being counter-attacked too easy. So there was a massive space in midfield, and McTominay and Fred dominated the two central midfield players for Spurs, which was Sissoko and Winks. And if you can keep dominating that area, then you're going to get Rashford in the game. And unfortunately, Aurier wasn't quite sure whether to go in with Rashford, to get tight to him, to drop off of him. And Rashford had lots of space. And in the end, Sissoko had to cover him. So I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got his tactics right. The two midfield players showed more energy than Spurs midfield. And overall, Manchester United deserved to win the game.
Robbo, obviously Ali mentioned the opening half an hour, without a doubt, United's best part in this game. How much of that would have been motivation because it was Mourinho coming back to Old Trafford? How much does that play on a player's mind?
Yeah, I think you could sense the crowd, probably the team talk before the game. The players wanted to prove something to Mourinho, and they played at that intensity that Ali was talking about. They were first to the knockdowns. When the ball went from back to front, they got first to those knockdowns. They beat the midfield players. Again, it was Fred and Sissoko. And I think you're absolutely... There was an intensity in Manchester United that there hasn't been in previous games, and that's something to prove to Mourinho that we're better players than you actually made us out to be at times.
Do you know... As soon as the game finished, I thought to myself, Jose Mourinho sat in the press conference and said, I like these players. Because the one thing, he didn't like the ones he had at Manchester United. And it's a classic example.
Who, by the way, he brought in.
Yeah,
Okay.
They came when he was there. And it's a classic example of sometimes when you play against a team and you see players on the other team and you really fancy them and you like what they do, it really is true. You never know players until you're training with them every single day. Right. And as much as he's turned around in his first press conference and said, I like these players, I think he might be changing his mind. Because they want an awful lot to like today. They kind of had a little surge because they beat West Ham, they beat Bournemouth, they beat Olympiacos, so all of a sudden, Spurs are back. Well, I tell you what, I think we saw the real Spurs. And he's got a job on his hands.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.